latest updates, subscribe to News 9. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to become the fourth longest serving Prime Minister of India. With 2,272 continuous days in office as of today, Modi will match the record held by the late Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who served in office for 2,272 days across 3 separate terms. He will also become the country's longest serving Prime Minister not from the Congress party. Multi-layered security arrangements and a mandatory adherence to social distancing norms are in place ahead of the 74th Independence Day celebrations at the Red Fort. A security ring, including NSG snipers and elite SWAT commandos, will be placed around the Red Fort, from where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the nation. Over 300 cameras have been installed for security, and their footage is being monitored round the clock, and there will be around 4,000 security personnel at the Red Fort. BJP MP from Bengaluru South, Tejasvi Surya, said that Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa should confiscate properties of rioters and use it to compensate the loss to public property during the violence in the city. He said that this should be the rule across the nation, and those who indulge in vandalism should be made to pay. He also launched a scathing attack on the Congress and accused it of giving political and ideological support to the SDPI. Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot countered the BJP's no confidence motion move by announcing that the Rajasthan government, led by him, will seek a trust vote in the House Assembly. The decision to seek a trust vote was announced by Ashok Gehlot at the Congress Legislature Party meeting chaired by him on Thursday. 6 days after the deadly plane crash killed 18 people in Kerala, the Pilots Union of Air India sought a meeting with Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri to discuss matters related to working conditions and flight safety. Remember, an Air India Express flight from Dubai with 190 people overshot the tabletop runway during the landing at the Kozhikode airport on the night of August 7th. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, the chairperson and MD of Biocon Limited, has questioned Russian claims of developing the world's first safe coronavirus vaccine, citing absence of data on clinical trials and more advanced programs elsewhere. She said the world has not seen any data on phase 1 or 2 clinical trials conducted by Moscow-based Gamaleya Research Institute. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi attacked the government over rising COVID-19 cases, saying the coronavirus curve is frightening, not flattening. His attack came on Thursday when India recorded a record single-day increase of 66,999 cases, taking its COVID-19 tally to 23,96,637 cases. Rahul Gandhi also posted a graph of daily cases being recorded by the United States, Brazil and India, the 3 worst hit nations in terms of COVID-19 cases. The Supreme Court is all set to pronounce its judgment in the suo motu contempt of court case initiated against lawyer Prashant Bhushan for his tweets against the Supreme Court and Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde. A 3-judge bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra and also comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and Krishna Murari will deliver their verdict. Additional Sessions Court in Kerala's Kottayam framed charges against former Bishop of Jalandhar, Franco Mullakkal, who has been accused by a nun of his congregation of raping her several times. The judge read out charges against him, including rape, criminal intimidation, wrongful confinement, and insulting the modesty of a woman. But Franco Mullakkal has denied all charges.